It's great to put coins in your shoes. The results are very powerful. Everyone says it's great. Watch the video to find out. After many purchases, many of you have coins in your home, especially low-denomination coins. In fact, coins are not only for spending, but they also have many great uses that many of you don't know. Today, I want to share with you some practical uses of coins that every family can use. The first use is to tear the tape. Tape is very commonly used by everyone in daily life. But when we use tape, it almost always takes a while to find the tip of the tape, sometimes even a long time. I can't find any trace of the tip of the tape on my fingernails, which makes me uncomfortable, especially when I need it urgently. In fact, at this time, we can use a coin to scratch it. If we can't find this direction, just slide it in the opposite direction again. When we feel resistance, that means we have found the tip of the tape. Then, just use your finger to pull the tip of the tape out. Using this method to find the tip of the tape is very simple, convenient, and easy. And the coin also has another great use. That is every time we cut the tape without scissors or a knife. I can't cut tape with my fingernails. Biting is also unhygienic, and the chemicals on the tape can affect your health. At this point, we can use coins as follows. Take 2 coins. We put one coin under the tape and the other coin on top of the tape at the location where we want to cut, so that the 2 coins are close together like this. Then push the 2 coins up and down to create force to tear the tape. This also makes it easier to cut the tape. In addition, the edges of the coins are smooth, so you can push as hard as you want without hurting your fingers. After each time you use tape, stick 2 coins on the end of the tape so that it will be more convenient to use next time. You don't need to look for the end of the tape, but can find it even when you close your eyes. You can use coins to use tape more easily and conveniently. This method is simple and practical. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Second benefit. In daily life, most families use mosquito coils to repel mosquitoes, but many people do not know that mosquito coils can be harmful to health if smelled for too long. Do you know how to use mosquito coils properly? Normally, a roll of mosquito incense can burn for 8 hours. But if the mosquito coil smells too strong when sleeping, it will not be good for your health. In fact, mosquito coils burned at night to sleep only need about 4 hours, because its effect in 4 hours is enough to use overnight. So how to make mosquito coils burn half the time? In fact, mosquito coils automatically turn off at the location you want with a very simple method. That's just 1 coin. We put the coin above the place where the mosquito coil needs to be extinguished. When the mosquito coil burns close to the coin will absorb heat to make the mosquito coil go out. This is very practical and useful for us. Third benefit. After a long day of work, sweaty feet are inevitable and smelly. You know, many people have sweaty feet. Sweaty feet can be caused by poor shoe ventilation or a lot of exercise and walking, etc. Sweat accumulates in shoes during the day, so it is difficult to avoid odor. Shoes with a lot of sweat create an environment for bacteria and mold to grow, so most of the odor will be very strong. But if you don't want the smell to spread throughout the house, what should you do? Don't worry. Put a few coins made of copper and wait until the next day. The shoes will not smell. The reason is that copper coins contain copper ions that inhibit the growth of bacteria, and the odor is caused by bacteria in your sweat. Therefore, copper coins can deodorize shoes. Of course, you can put some copper pieces and copper blocks in the shoes if you don't have copper coins. This method is relatively convenient, and the materials can also be reused. The fourth benefit. Some people like to grow plants in water, such as pothos. But a plant grown in water like this is prone to rot due to bacteria. If you do not change the water for a long time, or after it is too hot, it will make the water cloudy and smelly. In fact, this problem can be solved in a very simple way, which is to drop a coin made of nickel into the water. It can effectively prevent the growth of bacteria, achieving the purpose of planting and protecting flowers. This helps the plant to grow again. In addition, growing plants in water can be a very good environment for mosquitoes to breed. If you put this pot of plants in a place with strong light, This light will penetrate the water, be refracted, and will be reflected back on the coins. Mosquitoes are afraid of light, so when they encounter that chaotic strong light, they will fly away and cannot breed in this pot of plants. You see that just one coin can inhibit bacteria to help plants grow well in water and prevent mosquitoes from breeding in water. So, if you grow plants in water, try adding coins. Where are you from? Please leave a comment to let me know. It's nice to know that we see each other all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. It's great to see your support. The fifth benefit is threading. Needles and threads are indispensable tools in life. They are used to sew stitches at home. But the big problem often encountered when using needles and threads is that threading the needle is very difficult. Young people who use computers and phones a lot make their eyes tired and watery and cannot thread the needle. Or middle-aged and elderly people with poor eyesight find it even more difficult to thread the needle. Actually, we can use coins to solve this problem. First, cut a broom strand. Why do we take this? Because it is hard and can be bent and thin. Let's bend the broom strand slightly and fold it in half. Then squeeze this end a little. Next, place it on top of the coin. Use tape to fix it. Then, place another coin on top to secure it better. Glue the two coins together for more stability and ease of use. Once done, you can use it. First, thread the broom strand into the needle hole. Then, thread the thread in the middle of the broom strand. Gently pull the needle towards the thread, and the thread will be threaded into the needle quickly. Very simple, right? This is how to thread a coin. Have you learned it yet? The sixth benefit is to open the mouth of the plastic bag. There are no scissors or knives to peel this bag. You can't tear it with your hands either. Using your teeth is unsafe and unhygienic. At this time, you use two coins. Place two coins in the position to be torn so that one coin is above and one coin is below. Then push the two coins up and down to create force to tear the mouth of the plastic bag. As you can see, the mouth of the bag is immediately opened. Very easy and fast. Do you think coins are practical? The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your relatives and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.